everyone, it's Wednesday, it's WIP Wednesday, so we get together and we have a look at all the great hobby goodness that you guys have been working on. So if you want to share what you're working on, and it does not have to be Blood Bowl, drop us an email at theboneheadpodcast@gmail.com, put WIP Wednesday in the title. That's what I will use to search through the emails to see what you guys are sharing with us. Full disclosure, we've got about 300 unread emails at the moment. It is massively filling me with anxiety, and I'm really sorry if we haven't got back to you. Things have just been so busy, I haven't had time to sit down and look through stuff. Tiff's recording another island tour, I think, tonight, so I might have a little bit of time this evening to start going through them. So if you are waiting to hear back from me, I'm really sorry, but it's just been absolutely chocker. I'm hoping that this month can kind of be a bit more normalised and we can kind of get back to it and catch up a bit. But hey, I guess we'll have to find out when the COVID stuff and how that goes, because that's not stressful at all. Anyway, you guys might have seen a video I posted this week looking at the Punga printed pirate halfling team. I've been doing some printing over Christmas. I read some books over Christmas, spent some time with family over Christmas, just tried to kind of catch up and rejuvenate, and there's some really cool stuff. There's some great stuff out there. Anyway, let's have a look at the great stuff that you guys have shared with us. Okay, so first up, this is from Mika. Hi, big update here. I have started too many projects, and that might be why my halflings are yet to be finished. First of all, my halfling team. It is almost ready. I based their colours off a burger chain from here. Here means Finland. I'm going to get Deep Root to strengthen the team, and I also have Acorn ready to be painted. Fantastic. I love Acorn. Underrated star player. Definitely not top tier, but great fun. Second, I started my human team and based their colours from the original blue and yellow outfits and got Zug in addition to the normal humans, and apparently he turned out to be Swedish. I need to buy some more before they're done, but I am making progress. So let's have a look at the halfling team first. I mean, what was that, Hesu Burgers? It's a really cool idea to build your team around a thing, because if you look at a lot of like the Blood Bowl lore, a lot of sporting lore, like teams started because of funding, because of a gathering, you know. It works out brilliantly. I love the scheme. It's nice and bold. Yeah, you can't beat Acorn. Cool posters on the wall as well. It's a cool hobby room. Here we go. I definitely picking up on the IKEA color scheme vibe, but it works brilliantly. I mean, it's basically the Rams. I nearly called them the St. Louis Rams, the LA Rams from the NFL, just with a bit of white added in there, and you'd be right there. Zog is a great model and a great player. You can use him as your ogre for the team, but you've already got the ogre for the team. Now, Mika, it looks like you are hand priming here, and a much respect goes out to you. Hand priming was one of the toughest things to do back in the day, before we had spray cans everywhere. But if you are hand priming your models, then actually I'm impressed, because that is some serious commitment. What else we got going on? Third, I bought a Nurgle team and tried experimenting with some fluorescent paints. It turned out nice and radioactive looking, so I guess my Nurgle team is mutated from some nuclear waste or something. So Nurgle team here. And oh, that's a great color scheme. Good work on the eye. It's kind of got the Mask vibes, you know, Jim Carrey, that yellow with the green face. I think it works brilliantly, and you've got that glowy green goop on the base. Oh, that's wicked. That is really cool. We don't see enough glow in the dark stuff here. I mean, playing Blood Bowl in the dark definitely ups the difficulty rating, but yeah, I like it. Lastly, I started designing a display for my figures and hope it turns out to be okay. There's still much work to do, but I'm not in a hurry to finish anything because this hobby is just too much fun, and it's brought me to sort of spawn. I hope you all have a happy new year, and let's see what great things Games Workshop will bring us in 2022. Mika, that's brilliant. Thank you very much for sharing. This is, of course, the Paladin demo. Ask and you shall receive some battle tech. To be fair, it was a busy month. I did 3 Wolves, Dragoon Stars. I love this scheme. I really do love this scheme. The black with the pop of red works really, really well. Ah, yeah, I like that. That's cool. Clan Ghost Bear Alpha Galaxy. And again, you see, this is the cool thing about Battletech. You've got that machine element to it, but it's all about machines plus war paint, and that's just something that, I don't know, there's a cool dichotomy there. This is where, like, Adeptus Titanicus, where you've got all the big flags, all the pennants and things. It's got that kind of heraldry, like that that old school vibe meets new school tech, and BattleTech has that in absolute droves. One in the middle is a chunky boy, isn't he? So we've got that. We've got the Kentucky Irregulars. Send copy to Matthew McConaughey. Yes, that's exactly where I got the idea. And the New Avalon Catholic Church Lazarus pattern. Accidentally got assigned to NACC on everything BattleTech from a test pattern of a few Cav Strike Ops mechs and just running with it. Again, that dark camo vibe with the pop of the screens. It just works brilliantly. Yeah, and we've got more of the same. I mean, it's great. I love seeing this BattleTech stuff. You're a bit of a machine with this. I'm amazed you ever get time to do any Blood Bowl, Paladin. That's wicked. Thank you very much for sharing. Guys, if you are out there working on something that's kind of not mainstream, not Blood Bowl, not 40k, not AOS, do share it, because it'd be really cool to see what else everybody is working on. Thank you very much for sharing that. Next up, we've got Mike. Hey Ben, love the podcast. Made my own custom box. I decided to DIY my own dungeon bowl. Nice. This is going to be fun. I made the dungeon tile from cardboard, painted it with astro granite, and then used a white pen for the white lines. The chests were inspired by the Super Mario question block and was made with bottle caps and green stuff. The teleporters were made from bottle caps, and I also used glitter around the teleporters. Nice, get that magic vibe in there. So we've got some monsters here. I also got wizards to use the new spells. There we go. Found the old monster rules and added 2 dragon, spider, and scorpion. I played a few games with my wife. For my Dungeon Bowl teams, I have 22 teams and combined 2 teams to make 11 really fun and different teams. For example, I did a College of Life team with Halflings and Wood Elves, and another one I did Underworld and Dark Elves team mixed. Thank you for all the great work. Seriously, awesome stuff here. I love the little spider and the scorpion. That's great to see some like proper custom stuff. Now this is excellent. And this is what we've talked about with Dungeon Bowl the entire time. Like, the box is expensive and it comes with stuff you may already have, and you can 3D print your own dungeon, you can buy it already cast, or you can just put a bit of effort in here. A bit of effort and a bit of inspiration like Mike has done, and you end up with... Oh, brilliant. Love that. But here you go. You end up with a dungeon in which you can play Dungeon Bowl. I do love the treasure chest with the little question mark on the top. I think that's absolutely inspired. Really like that, Mike. That's great to see. Thank you very, very, very much for sharing that. It's great to see some Dungeon Bowl on the go. Here we go. We've got Tim. Hey, Ben. Here are 3 pictures of my first Blood Bowl team, the Bortfield Bombers. I've already played a few games, and what can I say? Nobility are just a wonderful team and a tough nut to crack for any opponent, especially for Flo, my favourite victim. Little insider. Your videos are very professional, informative, and entertaining. The best Blood Bowl channel far and wide. Keep it up, Tim. Thanks very much. Groovy. Sorry, Tim. I did miss your email the first time round. Like I said, bit snowed under, but this was worth the wait. This is a beautifully executed Nobility team. Okay, you've got some excellent ink works there and some really good shading. I mean, I like the way you've done the quartered panels. The team, really bold colours, really pops well, and really well delineated. Like that silver where you've gone and you've actually paid the effort to pin wash the edges. You've got the skull, again, you've just applied that pin wash there as well. It works really well. The parchment on the thrower, not the best thrower in the game, but good effort. Definitely gets a participation trophy. No, team is brilliant, and again, we're seeing a lot of yellow and blue at the moment. It's a scheme that works really well. It's old school for Blood Bowl, but it's actually pretty common in sports as well. Blue and yellow, it just works really well. And I mean, the team on the pitch looks brilliant. Hey, you've got the ogre on the go as well, and I really like what you've got going on in the background there. It looks like some MDF terrain. Are you a Mordheim player? Maybe Malifaux or something? Really cool way to frame your team, actually. Man, he's got some bruises on his face there. It's always great to see people take the time to experiment with how you do flesh. We've seen some stuff where you can add like blues and greens and reds to your shading areas on the face to make them kind of more realistic, to make them look more weather worn, and this guy looks very weather worn. Tim, that's absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for sharing, and sorry to keep you waiting for that one. Next up we've got Ruddy. Hi there, thanks for showing the Chaos Renegades team last time. I still had more old minis to do, so I decided to do the Underworlds team too. I'm also trying something with Nobility. I've attached my attempt. Really love your channel. Long live, cheers, and Happy New Year, Ruddy. Happy New Year, Ruddy. Oh, this is tasty, man. This is wicked. Okay, I love teal on Nobility. Teal and white, I mean, yours is better painted significantly, but teal, white and orange. You've got the Miami Dolphins, you've got the Marienburg Minotaurs, and we've got this test paint scheme here. Now, those flames, really good. Wonderful blending on the feather as well, which is really nice. But that's... it looks really cool, but man, painting a whole team with those flames, it's going to look amazing. But that is going to be an awful lot of effort, but I really like the test scheme. Yeah, I mean... that's some serious effort there. Really good job with the flames. This is the Underworld team. Oh, that's Bone Spitter, isn't it? That's the old Warhammer. That's Thanquol's buddy, the Rat Ogre. That's an excellent Rat Ogre. And then we've got the 3rd edition Goblins, the 3rd edition Skaven team with a mutation, which I think is an actual proper Games Workshop mutation as well. This painted in the low-down rat scheme too, with the purple and black. Yeah, this is brilliant. Absolutely love this. Really, really nice delineation of the colours. And the way you've highlighted the black really works too. You've kind of gone for the blue-grey highlight there, and it works brilliantly. And what I was just saying about that ogre's face, where you mix in the colours, it works the same way for greenskins. Like, you've got the blending up to a flesh tone, and you can kind of mix in a bit of red and a bit of pink, and it works brilliantly. Some really nice goblin skin. There you go, look at this. Over this guy over on the right hand side. Really beautifully done. Excellent work on the eyes. This is very lovely. This is a very lovely way to pay homage to some really wonderful old models. I say old. They're not that old. One of these like 90s? Maybe they are old. Maybe I am old. I think Tiff would repeatedly like to say that I'm old now, so that's fair enough. No, that's wicked, Ruddy. Thank you very much for sharing. Next up, we've got Alex. Hey, Ben. My name is Alex, and I've been following for some months from Spain. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Alex. This is my team that I prepared for Undead and Khemri. Still missing a few little details, as painting bases in black, some lights, some green tufts, and waiting on Wilhelm from Forge World. Actually quite like the Wilhelm model from Forge World. There's a ton of great werewolf models out there if you don't want to go the Forge World route, but if you are going to go Forge World, it's one of the better models. Bit tricky to build, but not as bad as Ben's attempt at Barrack Farblast. If you haven't watched that, please go watch it. It's brilliant. He kept cutting his hand with the packaging and everything, and he just keeps adding plasters. It's brilliant. So I got an extra box for extra ghouls. I thought, why not a Khemri team? I tried to alternate the miniatures with some green stuff and some repositioning. I already have a Lizardman team I finished a few months ago, and the next endeavour will be Khorne. So, I mean, I love this scheme. You've gone for the Champions of Death with the Flames. Today's episode is apparently sponsored by the letter M and Flames. We've got some great flames on the Nobility, and we've got some great flames here. Proper Legion of the Damned flames. And excellent work on the base there. I think it looks like they're 3D printed, but, I mean, it works really well. Love that you got Skrull in there. So, great skeletons. Great zombies. Nice work alternating the flesh. And you've used a ghoul head on a zombie body. That is clever and works really well. I do like that Judge Death head. Looks really, really, really cool. Got the mummies here. Now, I'm hoping we're going to have a session with the mummies. Oh, we've got some converted ghouls. So, on the left hand and the right hand side, you've got standardized one. No, this is the standard position. Looks like you've adjusted the hand for the one on the left, but these two here, you've really gone to town with the repositioning. It works really well, and I love the way you've alternated their flesh tones. Good for gameplay as well, so you can be like, oh, the pink ghoul, oh, the green ghoul. It's just a funny little way of making it easier for you. But the way you've opened up the positioning of the models and done some green stuff, for example, on this guy's shorts, yeah, that's excellent work. That's a really nice team. And here we go, 4 mummies. So when we did the first Bonehead Bowl, I prepped an Undead Tomb Kings mixed team. 4 Tomb Guardians, 2 mummies, 6 big guys. I put Thousand Suns heads on them. I might have to finish that team up. Anyway, this looks brilliant. Great bit of repositioning. Looks like you've actually just cut the leg off and re-glued it on for both of these guys. And that is not a little bit of work. So yeah, really good work. And it's a clever way to combine them all as well. Excellent. Excellent. I love teams that can be used for multiple things. And when those bases are finished, this guy is going to, his team is going to absolutely pop. You know, use a couple of the ghouls as the... Are they called Throw Rars still? They might be called Throw Rars. You've got the 2 Blitzers there to be the Blitz Rars. And you've got those Tomb Guardians. Absolutely brilliant. I like the cape too. Yeah, that's really, really, really cool, Alex. Thank you very much for sharing. That's brilliant. Okay, we've got some stuff here now from Steve. Hey Ben, love the show. Definitely my go-to when I need to brush up on anything Blood Bowl. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Here are some pictures of my dwarf team that I got painted up as my other half wanted to use them for our local gaming club's Blood Bowl League. I was inspired to send them in after seeing a previous WIP Wednesday with a team made from the same Warhammer Fantasy dwarf models. Yeah, brilliant. That's the danger of doing this show. I end up getting inspired about some stuff, and I don't have a lot of time anyway, so it's like, oh, I want to do this, oh, I want to do this. I also painted up my Dwarf team that I'm using in a league. Can't beat Chaos Dwarves. They are a fantastic team. I'm very much looking forward to their rebirth from Games Workshop. I'm intrigued to see what they're going to do about that. Anyway, these teams both need a little bit more work doing on them, but are good enough for the tabletop. All in all, been a bit of a bumpy year for painting Blood Bowl, as I've also got a Khemri, Vampires, Amazons, and my Halflings done recently. Going hard on Teams of Legend here. Keep up the great work and happy blocking. You can use that if you want. Thanks, Steve. That's excellent. Right, let's have a look at the team here. So we did see a team make... Oh, we've got you've outstaged them. You've gone some even older Troll Slayers. These were some of my first ever models. The Marauder Troll Slayers and the Thunderers were some of the very first Games Workshop models I ever owned. And they've got a special place in my heart. They are tiny now. I've got a sealed pack of these somewhere. That's probably worth a bit now. Anyway, this team looks brilliant. Excellent colour scheme and great bit of conversion there for the players. Good job using the Champions helmets to identify your blitzers. And you've got the two runners on the right hand side who don't have the horns on the helmet, and you can definitely spot that they are your runners, these are your linemen, and all the position also brilliantly defined. Yeah, excellent job with that. It's great to get the dwarf team to the pitch. I love these Troll Slayer models. The old Marauder miniatures were so good. I have yet to see any model kind of capture the fantasy vibe of this era's Night Goblins. I really want to see a Night Goblin team come for Blood Bowl proper. Yeah, excellent conversions. Extra points for the hat. Gotta get the Christmas Gremlin. That's an excellent jumper. Look at that. No, wicked. I love that little bit of Christmas in there. Christmas was good. Christmas was good this year. Right, here we go. We've got Chaos Dwarves, and this is the proper Chaos Dwarf team from Games Workshop. Can't beat Bull Centaurs. They are fantastic. Where is your Minotaur? Honestly, I know that's a bit of a divisive thing because Dwarves don't often run the Minotaur unless they're in a bit of a bash heavy league because it's kind of like a one step up. But I mean, great team. Love the scheme. That red is great. I really do like the work you've put into the crackle bases. It's an excellent way to tie them all together. And I just love the way you've got like the classic like the cavalry bases in there, the 50 by 20 ones. Absolutely love that to bits. And we've got Khemri team, so this is the Games Workshop Khemri team as well, and the Games Workshop Vampire team. Are you a collector, or are these the made-to-order ones? Vampires, very cool. I've got a little vampire team on the brew at the moment, actually, with some artisan guilds guys. But that's going to be coming to a video sometime soon, depending on printing. Oh, great work doing animal print. We saw this last week. Someone did some excellent animal print on some Elven Unions. So if you want some inspiration for animal prints and how to tie them into your players, definitely go back and watch last week's. But this has been done really well. And oh, we got some halflings there. They're the old school halflings. They look like they are the old school halflings. I like the light box with the shadow. That's excellent. That's really, really, really cool. Okay, next up we've got Alex Davey. Hey Ben, hope you all had a fantastic Christmas and a new year. Absolutely loving the channel and podcast. Thanks very much, Alex. So some friends introduced me to Blood Bowl after my 15-year hiatus from model painting and wargaming, and I wanted to get into something that doesn't require 200 miniatures to play a game. I'm yet to play my first full game, but I'm already 4 teams deep. The plastic crack has really got me bad. That's the dangerous thing about Blood Bowl, and we were talking about it in our group chat earlier today. It's all the action takes place on the pitch. You don't need a huge investment, and the game is the game. There's not a huge amount of minutiae outside of it. I mean, Blood Bowl players can barely remember to apply the weather rules, and by that I definitely mean me. If you've watched the Bonehead Championship, there's some times where we've forgotten the weathers. Anyway, here's my submission for WIP Wednesday. I've converted this Goblin Lineman to be Varag Ghoul Chewer's #1 fan, and is now one of the Goblin Bruisers for my Black Orc team. Looking forward to crumping some skulls on the Astro Granite in the new year. All the best, Alex. Fantastic. This is brilliant. This is one of those things that is dangerously inspiring me. So, looks like you've got some bits and bobs of conversions. For a second, I thought maybe you'd green stuff the chainmail, and you may have done. I'm not sure if that's conversion or green stuffing. Anyway, you've got the standard goblin body. You've got what looks like a Warhammer Fantasy Battle head, or maybe it's just had stuff added to it. Definitely some green stuffing going on there. This is really cool. I mean, it's great to see stuff like this. It does look like a little cheeky bit of green stuff on the go there to blend it in. I mean, converting your guys is a great way to add extra character. And goblins, in fact, all the stunty players, you just want them to have a little bit of character. You just want them to be special and to perform brilliantly and to roll a great random skill like shadowing. Oh, trumpets. Anyway, this is wicked. It's a great way to get a very characterful goblin in onto your pitch, Alex. Absolutely brilliant. Next up, we've got Timo. Hey Ben, thanks for all the amazing content and greetings from Finland. Here's my Chaos Renegade team currently. Right now, adding one more Renegade lineman, but painting, modelling, and picking up models for a mixed team has been loads of fun. Cheers, Timo. Right, look at this. This is gorgeous. Look at this. I mean, just amazingly good. Look at this. This is brilliant. Where to start? Right, let's talk about the models. So okay, we've got some AOS Khorne guys here that have been converted. We've got a goblin with a cape and a kind of Superman theme. I love that. We've got a Black Orc as your orc, although is that a Black Orc or is that an orc? I don't know. Looks great though. Skaven lineman, another converted dude with what looks like a puppet's warhead, and this is absolutely gorgeous. The elf, where is the elf from? Where is the elf from? Because that is absolutely wonderful. That is oh, is that Age of Sigmar? Is that one of the sword people? Wow, okay, that's really cool. Cool head guy here, and then the big guys. I mean, this I think is War Machine or Hordes. Another Age of Sigmar guy. These three big guys are amazing. This one just looks like some kind of giant from D&D. I mean, these big guys are phenomenal. Like, really, I mean, I love Renegades. It's a great team. It's a really fun team to play with and against. Very challenging. But, I mean, it allows you to do so much cool work. Converting, collecting, and just what a beautiful paint scheme here. I mean, look at the layering and the shadowing that's gone in, the highlighting on this metal. Like, I'm going to go full Weatherman here. Like, look at this here, where you can see that it's been painted up layer by layer. Like, Timo's looked at hit all this non-metallic metal. This is a really lovely piece of work. I mean, excellent. Some real effort has gone into that, and that is just wonderful to see. Thank you very much for sharing. I look forward to seeing more from you. Okie dokie, we've got Gavin. Hey Ben, added a star player. Oh, I think I've missed a couple of photos off here. I have indeed, actually. The last one I got was this one here, which is, let's see what we got. Let's see what we've got. There we go. Hi again. I also finished adding a couple of bodyguards and linemen standing in as blitzers to my existing Denim Jorts Black Orc team to form my College of Metal. I might be a couple of Khorne boys eventually joining, but this is the starting lineup I am happy with for now. So this is cool. So this is Gavin doing some great work to get Dungeon Bowl team together, and definitely pulled off the denim shorts look. That is absolutely brilliant. Gavin, it looks like there's a couple of bits further up that I've missed off that I will chuck into the next episode, because that's very cool. Some cool star player work there, but it's great to see a bit of Dungeon Bowl on the go. Oh no, I did get it in there. That's perfect. All right, good work. Okay, so hi Ben, added a star player to my Necro team this holiday. Pleased with how it's turned out. I'm looking forward to running the team in the new year. Also finished my CMYK Inkling team. Right, This is Cheney, and this is a beautiful job painting it. The green, the highlighting has gone really, really well. It really pops. But you can see that you've got the mix of fur colours in there. So Gavin's like mixed in that grey with brown. It's a great way to add a little bit of, I don't know, variation and depth. This is like when you dry brush a base. You go dark brown, light brown. Or if you're doing a dungeon base, you dry brush everything grey, then you add in some green, then you add in some brown, and it adds that kind of depth, that kind of reality to it. Really, really nice job there. And the Inklings team, just brilliant. I mean, I love all of this. I love Snotling teams. This is so good. Got a couple of great pump wagons there. You've got Old School Ripper and the that's the older Goblin Troll, isn't it? That's cool. I haven't seen that for a long time. That's really cool. Excellent team. Absolutely love it, Gavin. And we've got the work here on the Denim Jorts College of Metal team. So you've got the Blitzers in there. Yeah, College of Metal is definitely a force to be reckoned with. Okay, we've got more from Ruddy here. Hey Benz, I was checking old 80s toys and I found the Hurricane car from the Masquerade, so I decided to try the scheme on the Nobility team on 3 minis, and voila, might finish the team one day. So we looked at your test piece for this. Now look at this. So gone all in using a standard ogre as the ogre for the Nobility team. Perfect. I mean, look at this. I mean, the fact you've got 3 models painted up with the fire scheme already is really cool. I mean, that is going to be something really special, Ruddy, when it's finished. Absolutely brilliant, and a great way to get a bit of inspiration to chuck some extra colour in there. Really cool. Now, next up we've got Aaron. Greetings from Toledo, Ohio. Thank you so much for all the great content. I recently watched the 7 Super Series and it inspired me to get back into the game. So meet my team, the Crystal Lake Campers. The paint scheme is Jason from the old NES game, and I figured the name fit because, well, they're elves, so they're going to die a lot. Nice. I also made a custom ball token for my group, and if you have a mailing address, I'd be happy to send some your way as a thank you for all you do for the community. Thank you very much, Aaron. Cheers to everyone, and Happy New Year. That is very cool. Big fan of that, and you guys know we use them on the channel. Right, awesome Sevens team here. 1 Blitzer, 1 Catcher, 2 Blitzers, no Thrower. So what's that, 2 Catchers? I don't know. I mean, Pro Elves are wicked. They're really good in 7s, and if you run them as High Elves as well, you kind of get an extra bit of an armor boost without affecting your position or limit. Although, I mean, these Catchers are just phenomenal. There's the Thrower on the end, Ben. You've missed him off. So Thrower, Blitzer, Blitzer, Catcher. Great combo for 7s. I love 7s. I am absolutely dying to play some 7s. Or just all Blood Bowl in general, to be honest with you. It's been a bit of a game dry season for Christmas, although did manage to get some Ticket to Ride in with my dad, with my mum and dad and Tiff, which is the first time I think those guys have played a board game with me since I was like 5, so it was really cool. Anyway, Steve, we've got the scientist, Stephen Knowles. Hey guys, a bit of a massive update from me today, as I forgot to submit for the last few weeks. My mum dropped off a glass display case that's been in my childhood home for as long as I can remember. So obviously, I filled it with all my 7s teams. I got 24/29 teams with all bar 1 on display. This is insane. Let's enhance, zoom in a bit. I mean, oh, it's so good. I'd probably have the same amount of 7s teams, but I am not organised and they are not painted. So, Stephen, this is absolutely fantastic to see. Right. Secondly, inspired by your podcast on painting, I decided to actually paint properly with washes and highlights instead of just doing block colours. This is because I've got a brother-in-law and his girlfriend joining me in Blood Bowl and Age of Sigmar land soon, as well as a mate from work, and they've asked me to teach them how to paint, so I thought I'd better learn myself first. To that end, I finished the pile of shame, and that photo from lockdown I sent all those months ago of my bedroom floor is completely done. These are the last bits I did in the Christmas week. I have absolutely no models left to paint, only bits for conversions. Well, except the OWA models that I seem to have lost in the move, but as I can't find them, then I'm counting it as done. That is very fair, and especially when you end up with stuff in storage, it doesn't count. That's the rule. That's the rule. I'm particularly proud of the referee, freehand, and the knight. So let's skip ahead. I mean, look at all these 7s teams. That's just excellent. Oh man, I flipping love 7s. This is so good. Such a small amount of models for such a massive amount of gameplay. It's just brilliant. All right, wicked. Love this. Absolutely love seeing a bit of knights. Knights are just gorgeous models. I'm particularly proud of the referee freehand and the knight. The knight wasn't very hard, but does look very cool. Yes, it does. I agree. The wolf and the golem are my stands-in for Wilhelm and Frank. I think I might have skipped ahead a little bit. There we go. And I've already done and like my necro team. The zombie and ghoul, which I'll probably use as a zombie, are just additions to the dead teams. The AOS Bugman model is... Are we looking... where's the... Oh, Bugman. Yeah. Bugman is just my dwarf colours, as is the Death Roller. They're painted by Morg Conversion in OG Chaos All-Star colours and Griff in a mix of Baron and Reaver colours. The Troll is just generic, so he can be subbed in anywhere. The tank turret just got somehow missed, so must have painted the alternate one. I've also been playing some 2nd edition 40k recently and decided to go with some nice block colour bases. Yeah, I love that. That definitely smacks that 2nd edition vibe. Nice freehand. I was doing some stripes. That's downstairs at the moment. The other day. Stripes, harder than you think, actually. But really well executed. Great to see a nice mix of stars. And I'm a big fan of the vehicles kicking around in the background. Nice work on the troll skin. It's a nice blue. And you've got the Death Roller. These are pretty sweet. Anyway, my next project is to fix my Dark Eldar army. As you may have noticed, those 2 tanks are in need of repair. Then my plan is to get a giant AOS army and halfling team. I may also be getting Dungeon Ball for Christmas, but not sure, as I won't finish gift exchanging until next week. Anyway, sorry for the massive message, and I hope that you liked them. Sorry if I spammed you with 3 emails. They didn't say to send, so sorry if the pictures are small. Scientist, it's always great to hear from you. And what a great variety. You've got that knight, which must have been an absolutely brilliant little project. And when you say a giant AOS army, do you mean a giant AOS army, or do you mean a giant AOS army? Because those Behemoth dudes are just very cool models. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Hey, we've got Paul McSnagger. Hey Ben, here is my work in progress College of Shadows Dungeon Bowl team, the Duskbusters. Yeah, I love that, the Duskbusters. That's brilliant. This is just what comes in the box. I have more Skaven from Punga in a similar colour scheme, as well as many similarly coloured goblins to add to make a better roster. Definitely those goblins in there to sneak around. Also attached is a picture of my completed College of Fire team. Alright, love this, love the colour scheme. What a great combination of players as well. I mean, Skaven and Dark Elves is great. Ooh, this fire team though, this is really nice. Also attached is a picture of my completed College of Fire team, the Blazing Squad. Amazing. Again, I have extras in similar colour scheme to add to them. Might as well share my portals and chests too. Paul, this is wicked. Love the work you done on the bases, but that is a proper vibrant orange. That smacks of fire, doesn't it? And beautiful job getting all this painted. Probably never going to paint mine. And I love that you've got the old school Dungeon Ball there as a nice little humble brag in the background, Paul. Really, really cool. Thank you very much. Next up, we've got Jason. Hey, with the holiday break, I took the opportunity to work on my Chaos Troll. 2 heads. Still on my way to go, but it's getting there. Also copied the Tentacle Arm version. Credit to Lewis Hoyos. Only the base coat set down so far on that one, though. Okay, so this is wicked. So we've got Troll with a load of cool work. So this tentacle arm is from the Rogue Trader Kill Team box set. Had a big dude with a big tentacle arm. Excellent piece. And it works brilliantly with the Rotgut Troggoth piece of absolute tank there. So those are from Age of Sigmar. That's a really good conversion. That tentacle bit works great. I love the chain you've added as well. And then I think we've got the 2-headed version, which is a brilliant conversion. And I love this old school Chaos belly plate there as well. 2-headed troll. What does that mean? They're dodging on a 4+ instead of a 5+. There you go, that'll win. Nah, that's wicked. I love the way you're going with the colour scheme as well. If that's going to be the troll's final colour scheme, I like it. It looks like some of the old Warhammer 6th edition Chaos Trolls that they did, which would make a lot of sense. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Oh, it's that time of the week. It's jelly time. Okay, hey Ben, finished the star players for the Khemri team with the exception of Skrull, who is like 60% beard. These Punga teams, these Punga guys painted up really easily. The Punga models are really good work. Pungo and Grieber both do some models that almost paint themselves. Now we've got Wilhelm there, and we've got some more of the awesome Punga team. I do love Scroll. I mean, I just love Scroll. Scroll is just awesome. This finishes the Khemri team, so next up are the Ogre part of the Dungeon Bowl box. I'm going to tie into my Dwarf team. Excellent way to make a College of Fire. Also finished up the D&D models from the Grim Hollow set. Wanted to try out non-metallic metal on the guy on the left. Didn't work out as I hoped, so going to have another attempt in the future. Non-metallic metal on the guy on the left. I can see where you're going for, and I can no, you've done a great job there. Look at this. On the leg, you can see that it's been blended up to have that line down the middle of shine, and that's what you want to do with non-metallic metal. I think it's probably quite difficult in silver. You see gold's done really well, but silver can be quite... I think silver's probably harder because the gold's kind of works like brown. Anyway, I'm getting distracted talking about the painting there. The demon are trying some OSL, and even though I think I could have pushed it some more, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Yeah, definitely. You can see the fire bits in the middle of the chest. Enhance. There we go. So you can see you've gone for some... You get the glow on the pecs. I'm moving like I have pecs. Yeah, no, really cool. It's nice to see a bit of OSL on the go. It's a really nice way to add an extra depth to the model, to get that 3D element to it. Really love it. Got a bunch more of these, so got some more time to try some stuff out. And look at the Punga team. So you've got Skrull, you've got Wilhelm, you've got... there isn't a star player. I mean, I guess you could use it as Frank. There isn't a star player Khemri mummy anymore. I can see them adding one in the future. Anyway, team looks absolutely beautiful. I love the way you've alternated the colours. The teal's great, the gold's great. Jelly, this is brilliant. Man, I want them to do all the Teams of Legend teams. I want to see Chaos Dwarves land. I want to see High Elves revamped a little bit to make them a bit different. I really am excited to see what they do with Khemri. I wonder if they'll give them a bit of a boost, a bit of a nerf. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. Jelly, thank you ever so much for sharing. Next up, we got Rob. Hey Ben, hope you had a great new year. We did. Thank you very much. I'm surprised I managed to paint minus base coat from a month back a mini on New Year's Day, which for me is something of a rarity, but I'm pleased with how he turned out all the same. Captain Bucky O'Hare. This is so cool. Like, it's just so retro. I love it. The model's great. The hazard stripes are brilliant as well. It's just a really cool painting model. And what excellent little alien to go with it as well. I'm still keeping my challenge from Monty Python Blood Bowl team going, and more recently my bauble to keep up with doing non-metallic metal. Just talked about that with the brown. I'm pleased at how the hazard stripes turned out, considering I did them late on New Year's Day. Perfect. I've also added to my Monty Python team with the Black Beast of Arg, which will most likely be a token of sorts until I can figure out and attempt to sculpt craft him to be a giant for the team. I'm going to be starting some commission painting in the coming weeks for a mate down my local Blood Bowl league. Thankfully, he's pleased with my work shown here also, and hopefully expand for others and their Blood Bowl team squads and even gifts if all goes to plan. Happy New Year and happy blocking, everybody. Rob, this is wicked. I mean, your painting style is really fun, and everything you've done has been really well executed. And I'm glad I picked up on the hazard stripes before I saw you write about them. Okay, last bit for today. Can you guess who it is? This is Zeph. This is Zephyr, baby. Hey, Ben. I hope I'm not too late. But here are some images of my latest night for my Unication Wars faction. So Zephyr likes to do conversions using loads of 40k bits to just explore the history of 40k, and it comes out with some really unique stuff. I've taken inspiration from various places, including Robotech, Transformers, StarCraft 2, Gundam, and anywhere that has something big and stompy. Parts are taken from an Imperial Knight and a Valkyrie dropship. Yep. To help with some joints and to make thrusters, I've used leftover copper pipe that the plumbers left when I had central heating fitted to my house. I hope to share more in the next coming weeks or months, depending on my work hours. Hope you like it, Zeph. This is so cool. I mean, we were talking about knights and stuff a minute ago, but what a project. Like, look at this. You've got the body of a knight, you've got the cool weapons, and you've got that Valkyrie thing. This is just... The only thing missing from this is a cartoon to go along with it and a cereal box. Because this is proper 80s, 90s. Excellent work with the copper there. That's genius. This is just one of my favourite 40k models. Like, this is a really cool conversion. Expensive, but very cool and very unique. An excellent work there, just going all the way around, chucking in the extra wires to blend it in. This is wonderful. I just love this kind of out there project. Absolutely fantastic. Guys, that is going to wrap up our the WIP Wednesday for today. Bit of a big one, which is fantastic. If you're working on some gear, it doesn't have to be Blood Bowl, anything you like, please share it across the Bonehead podcast at gmail.com. Put WIP Wednesday in the title, and like I said, I'm way behind on emails, so if you are waiting on a response, I will do my best to get back to you as soon as we can. And we've got a lot going on. We're prepping up for Beachhead. We're prepping for what we're going to do this year. Ben and I are doing the podcast tomorrow night, and we're looking at what's coming this year for Blood Bowl for us, and it's very exciting. But for now, I am going to go and get on with a few bits and bobs. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks very much for sharing. Hopefully it's been inspiring. Anyway, happy painting. Thanks very much for watching. We really appreciate your support. If you want to help support the channel even further, please like and subscribe, or come join us on our Patreon. We have early access to content. We get loads of feedback from you guys, and we try and do competitions as much as we can. Or you can get yourself some Bonehead Podcast merch on our Spreadshirt site. So if you want to support a team, especially for the Bonehead Championship, you can pick up a shirt, a mug, things like that. It all helps support the channel, and we really appreciate it. Anyway, links below. Thank you very much. Happy blocking.